Hello once again. Welcome to another episode. If you don't know who I am, the name is Zandi, the surname is Mfega. Mamzimela lo. Umalwandle, lwandle kaluelwa, lwela zinkonjane zona ezihambela le kude phezulu. Welcome to another episode where ngiqwashisa khona ama-matriculants, la enginikeza khona ama-matriculants isizathu sokuqhubeka nokufunda, isizathu sokubambelela, isizathu sokungagive up, isizathu esizokwenza impilo yakho ibe ngcono. Now that we've received our results, okay? Now that we received our results, what next? If you're new to the channel, please, I'll click nje like. Isithupha. If you are watching me from Facebook, follow me, like the page. If you are watching this video from the YouTube, subscribe down below, click that notification bell so that you don't miss any other video that I'm going to that I'm going to upload. And also follow me on Instagram. I'm also on Instagram, eh? Yeah, right. I'm also on Instagram. Okay. So now that we've received our results, matriculants are starting to panic. Abanye baphanikiswa ukuthi they've received the results and baphasile baphase kahle, but they don't know or they were not prepared of what to do. Well, that is quite understandable. Being overwhelmed by the matric results, it's quite normal. And I even understand even more because we've had a COVID. COVID has, it has put us in so much uncertainty. We have lived our lives not knowing what tomorrow holds for us. We have lived on uncertainty at most. You don't know what is going to happen. Speaking to you right now, our students have only received results like 1 day ago. Some students didn't even apply. Some parents were not ready. And the reasons that you might not have been ready as a parent is because you didn't know where your source of income is, how long your source of income is going to last. But asiko lapho today. We are still with matriculants. Let us stay with matriculants because I am with matriculants, because I am vouching for matriculants, because I am saying whoop, whoop, whoop on the lines, on the lines. I'm cheering for these matriculants on the lines. Why? Because they need us. They need people like me. They need people who are knowledgeable. They need to make informed decisions. So what are we talking about today? As promised, I have highlighted on the last video that once we get our results, when I congratulated the ones that had passed and I congratulated the 4 beautiful ladies that got those distinctions, I did mention that I was going to come back to you and talk to the ones that it's either you did not pass well or passile kodwa man yabona lama results lawa awakunika ukuthula awakujabulisi ne suppose amanzi usibona siglow nje. It's the water. If I was getting paid to drink water, ngabe nge-rich. Okay, so as I was saying, Uguti, today I am specifically dealing with those matriculants. It's either you have passed, but you did not pass well enough to have enough points to be accepted for the degree that you wanted to do. Or you have passed, but ukupasa wako is that kind of a pass that is not going to take you anywhere. I don't want to mention symbols. People that I'm talking to knows what I'm talking about. Or you have completely failed. Let me work with you and explore your options. Because you know why? Mamzimeli yakuthanda. Malandle, is all for you, is all for you and your bright future. Umamzimela is in the business of creating future leaders and of making sure that outdoineze. Stay with me. Let us start with the options that you can have if you have failed. Let us start with those who have dismally failed. If you feel that you have dismally failed and you feel like indlela ofeyile ngayo ikwenza uzizwe ngazo ukuthi ustakile, you cannot do anything ngaleli phepha la matric onalo, lithi uphasile kodwa uphase, abanye bathi baye bathi uphase ngamapali. If uphase ngaleyo ndlela leyo ukuthi yakuthola le angihleki, but ngifuna life at your worst moments, because your worst moments are what will make you a better person tomorrow. What are your options? You've passed with ngiphasile mara wenze njani? Ama options wakho maningi kakhulu. Ungabi ne stress. Okokuqala, you have an option of going back to school. Bangihlahlela amehlo ngoba phela hayi umuntu mase kuthi ufunda matric engazi ukuthi useyinkosi impela. Ngazi ukuthi sephethe umhlaba wonke sewuMandela. Yes, go back to school. If you have failed your matric, go back to school, go to grade 11 and redo everything that you have failed. All the subjects that you were doing, redo them. And if you feel ukuthi you have failed because you had chosen the wrong subjects at grade 11, uyenzeka ngesinye isikhathi uthola ukuthi abantwana bebafika ka grade 11, sorry, ka grade 10, uthola ukuthi kube nokududana. Bathi abanye hayi asambeni sokwenza maths and science, kuthiwa ka maths and science mawenza maths and science you can study and become an engineering, you become a STEM student. That's what they say. You become a STEM student, and those of you who doesn't know what STEM is, it's science, technology, engineering, all those subjects which are, you know, inverted commas, ekuthiwa abantu abahlakaniphile. Hayi asambeni sokwenza maths and science ngoba abantu abahlakaniphile, kanti awukho gifted in maths and science. Ngeke siphiwe ngokufana. That's a fact. Angeke sibe smart ngokufana, angeke siphiwe ngokufana, angeke sihlakaniphe ngokufana, angeke senze ngokufana esikoleni. Mhlambe ngaleso sikhathi wadudana nabangani bakho nahamba nawo kwenza ama science subjects, kanti wena awukho good kuma science subjects. Akushaya vele ngisho na grade 11 udlule kanzima. Akushayile until you reach grade 11 or grade 12. Mofia grade 12 yakusaqaza wesike manje. What do you need to do? Go back to school. Go and do your grade 11 and change the subjects. If you can go back kulesi sikolo bowufunda kusona, it's even more easier because they know you. So ngeke baze bathi hayi phindele uqala ka grade 10. They will accept you uyoqala ka grade 11. Another option that you have, kunama technical colleges uhulumeni awakha. Lama technical, sorry, it's not technical colleges anymore. I'm revealing my age. It's not technical colleges anymore, but it is now called FET colleges. Those FET colleges, they have a mixture of subjects that can actually help the student get where they want to be step by step, one thing at a time, slowly, but in a very well guided way that is quite similar to a matric life. That is why they are called FET. Ka FET kunento laphana abayibiza nge-NCV. What is an NCV? An NCV is a National Certificate Vocational. NCV, National Certificate Vocational. Le NCV lena is for who? Is for you when either ufailile matric or awuphasanga kahle ufuna uku-upgrade. What do they offer? They offer all subjects zaka grade 10, zaka grade 11, nezaka grade 12. What you can do, cause wena ufailile matric, ufikile ka matric wawufunda unyaka wonke but wafail. What you can do when you go into an FET, you can sit down mabeg register and bazokuhlala phansi nawe bak explainele ukuthi what options do you have and how many subjects can you take at a quarter or at a term. Okay? It depends how are they offering it. Kwezinye izikole they offer one subject a term, but you write the exam the following year so that you can actually get accredited to umalusi ingene kwi matric certificate. Kwezinye they will give you the option ukuthi yenza only 2 subjects per the whole year. Mhlambe you want to focus ukuthi ngifuna improve maths, ngifuna improve accounting, ngifuna improve geography, but you do have options. Ungafeli inhliziyo, ungakhathali, ungapheli moya. You can go and choose to continue to do whatever you want to do so that you can actually end up getting the matric that you wanted to do. You end up getting the matric results that will actually help you do the degree that you actually wanted to do. If you have passed matric but awuphasanga kahle, uphasa ngalendlela ukuthi e-university ngeke baku-accept, you don't qualify to get into a university. As in South Africa, we've got universities and we've got private institutions which are at the level of universities, but because in South Africa legislation ayivumi ukuthi ama-private colleges abizwe ngama-universities like public universities. It's only public universities that are allowed to have a status of a university. The criteria is very, very unique. I won't get into that because today we are not talking about that. But these private colleges, they do offer a lot of range of qualifications that can help you at the end of the day. Let me make an example for you so that you can understand what I'm trying to get at. You want to do IT, but kunama subjects afuna ka IT ongawaphasanga kahle, afuna at a certain symbol because you know ukuthi university setting the point system. Now our private colleges, they do follow exactly the same system because that's what the law says. They cannot do otherwise. Now, what you are going to do when, instead of doing EIT, you will go and register for a certificate, for a higher certificate CIT. Lower higher certificate CIT will actually help you get enough credits that are going to for the next year or for the next 2 years, depending how many years is their certificate, how do they offer it, for how long. It differs per institution. That certificate most ufika sokuthi nayi ngine higher certificate in IT, mo ufika nalo certificates abasakwazi ukunqabela bathi wena uqualify. They will no longer look at your matric results, but they will look at your results of higher certificates in conjunction with your matric results. Automatically you get accepted to a degree in IT, bachelor's in IT. Am I making myself clear? Is that clear enough? Okay. So we've explored the option yomuntu ofeyilile akaye FET ayophinda grade 10, 11, 12. There are options that you can choose. It's either you do wonke ama subjects wafeyilile or you choose to do loads ofuna ukuzimprove, but that is an option that you have. And going into an FET is affordable because ama FETs are partly owned by our government, basically. Ama FET our government. Because whereby you are going to further your learning and training there in a FET institution. And the advantage engayishongo ngokuya e-FET is that automatically mohabe so ungenile khona uphasa kahle wenza kahle up until you reach lama grades owafunayo. Bazokuthatha uqhubeke nama ends, and more uqhubeka nama ends, automatically ama ends will give you a qualification at the end of the day. So ungangena uyo improve e-FET but ugcine so uzithola so ufundela wona umsebenzi, usufundela yo so wenza so ufundela yona la degree obakade vele ufuna ukuyifunda wasekuqaleni. So yabo, there's an advantage. So yabo, at the end of the day we don't lose hope, we continue. If uyabona ukuthi yonke lento engisho ya man lo sisi yangibambezela, ngeke ngane yakwethu yangibambezela, mina ngifuna quick fix. Akhona ama finishing school. How does finishing schools operate? If finishing school will take your matric results, look at them and ask you, okay, you have failed in maths, you have failed in geography, you have failed this, ufuna ukwenza maphi kula wafeyilile, ufuna uqala ngamaphi. They will give you ama options nakhona. But the advantage nge finishing school is that you will do only lower subjects oyifeyilile one time yodwa, and bayakwazi ukuthi mangabe usuyiphasile wayiphasa kahle uya improve ngamanye amazwi. Bayakwazi mase uyiphasile usuyiphase kahle bayithathe bakucombinele yona nesitifiketi sakho baku-applyele ka Department of Education, uphinde uthole a matric results enama results amahle. Okay, thank you. I hope ukuthi ngikhonile ukusiza somebody namhlanje obeka fila ngazi ukuthi it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. On the next video that I'm going to upload, excuse me. On the next video that I'm going to upload, which is the last series of January, and which is the last series of on my topics, whereby I'm assisting matriculants to do right choices, to make informed decisions. I'm going to be talking about the point system. So now, who am I talking to on the next video? I'm basically going to be talking to the student that have now passed matric, who wants to understand the point system. Because sometimes we don't get enough information about these things. We only get to learn about them when we get into the institutions of higher learning. Sebesitshela ngama point system, usuba confused, usungasa understand ukuthi wena ngoba ucabanga ukuthi uphasile uphase kahle kanjani manje ungeke ukwazi ukwenza i-pharmacy lo bakade ufuna okade uplan ukuthi ufuna ukuyenza kanjani manje ungeke usakwazi ukwenza psychology lo bakade uplan ukuyenza yini efanele uyenze ukuze ukwazi ukuthi uthola ama points right and all those things. I am just going to unpack for you and make you understand ukuthi i-point system yasema universities isebenza kanjani. Unfortunately, you cannot beat it. Uma ngabe bethi they want 25 points for a particular degree, they literally mean that they want 25 points. Instead, you have to get more than ube na less. It's very, very hard to get in if our points are meeting the standard requirement. I am going to help you on the next video understand this point system. What is it for? What is it meant? And why is it even necessary ukuthi e-university kufanele baqale bangibalele ama points before they actually accept me to do whatever that I want to do? So, nginawe mntana sekhaya, nginawe matriculant, nginawe ngane yami, nginawe sithando sami. I am with you. I am staying with you all the way up until the end of January, up until uqala your academic year in February. You will be happy because you would have made an informed decision. Umalandle umamzimela ekassistile khona la kule channel. So, ngithi Gwena, stay focused, stay with me. We are doing this. We are fixing the country one student at a time. We are educating the nation. We are educating the nation on anything and everything that matters. Right now, it's January. Education matters. I love you. Toodoots.